Yesterday, the House Judiciary Committee voted along party lines to subpoena the full Robert Mueller special prosecutor final report if necessary. Now, I say if necessary because that's how the Democrats on the House Judiciary Committee described it. They now have voted that, yes, we will 100% use subpoena. We have the subpoena power. We're able to now go forward with that, but we're not unless it becomes completely necessary. And to that I say, this was necessary last Monday, the day after William Barr put out his little phony summary. Yeah, it's necessary. I don't understand why the Democrats are saying if necessary. It's already been necessary. Issue the damn subpoenas, get the thing, go through it, and then let the public have a look at it. But here's the bigger part of the story, other than Democrats not just jumping forward with something a majority of the public wants them to do. It's the fact that every single Republican, all 17 on that Judiciary Committee, voted against the subpoena. All 17 of them were like, nope, we don't want to see it. Nope, no. Public doesn't need to see it. We don't need to see it. Nobody needs to see it. Just put the thing away. It's over with. Trump was exonerated. We're done. We're gone out of here. In fact, that's actually what Jim Jordan said. He said, we don't need to see this. Trump was exonerated. No, he wasn't. In fact, even in Barr's summary that's now being called into question by members of Mueller's team, even the summary said this does not exonerate Donald Trump. And yet you got idiots like Jim Jordan, who I'm assuming doesn't even own a sports coat, saying it exonerates him. These Republicans are hiding something. They know they're hiding something. The majority of the public knows they're hiding something. The question is what? And again, as I've said before, Mueller says there was no collusion, or at least he did in Barr's summary. I believe had there been collusion, Mueller would have immediately come out and said, whoa, I didn't say that. So I'm going to take their word for it. That part, okay, totally accept it. No evidence of collusion between Trump and the Russian government. Fine, move on from that. But here's the thing, they're hiding other stuff. And I think what's being hidden is not stuff that's just going to make President Donald Trump look bad, but stuff that's going to make the Republican Party look really, really bad. Because let's not forget, WikiLeaks also had the RNC emails. They just chose to not release those. And I find it funny, all the WikiLeaks defenders out there that seem to forget that fact. WikiLeaks is not some altruistic organization. No. They have now become a political group with a political agenda, with enemies that they want to target and embarrass. Stop. Just stop, okay? Stop. The point is this. Republicans just a couple weeks ago were telling us we want to get the report. We want it released when it's done. We want everybody to see it. And now suddenly, even though they claim it exonerates Trump, they're like, no, nobody needs to see it. We're done. Move on. Get out of here. Go. Something's not right. And what's great about this is I'm not the only one who thinks this. The majority of people in the country are starting to wake up to this like, hold up. If this was as good as you say it is, everybody in this country would already have a mandatory copy of it. It would be mandatory reading in every high school if it truly did exonerate the president and the Republican Party. But we can pretty much guarantee at this point that it doesn't, especially because Mueller's own investigators have now come out and said, hey, Barr's summary really is questionable because the report makes the president look a lot worse than what Barr made it sound like. They are 100% telling us they had the evidence of obstruction of justice. They literally said that. And then Barr came out and said, I'm not going to pursue obstruction of justice. But if these investigators and prosecutors are saying they had the evidence, then that means they must have found intent, because you can't have obstruction without intent. And that's why the public needs to see this. We need the full Mueller report. Now, even Jerry Nadler, the ranking Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, has said that, listen, we want to get the report for us. And we're going to go through it. If there is sensitive information, anything that is technically classified that we cannot release to the public, we will take that out, which was what the Republicans were worried about because they kept saying, no, there's confidential stuff. Well, even the Democrats are saying we're going to take out the controversial stuff, the classified stuff. But if it's not classified, the public's going to see it. And that seems to be the big difference between the two parties right now. A majority of people, left, right, and center in this country, want to see that report. And it may take a little bit of time, but eventually they're all going to see it and everybody's going to know the truth. And there is nothing in there that is going to make the Republican Party look good. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.